Hi, this is Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. And again, thanks as always for watching our video blog. Today we're talking about the 3 most common seller mistakes and how they can be avoided. But before we get into that topic, again, a reminder, if you're a buyer, check out the free home search tool on our video blog. As well, if you're a seller, we have the free home value report resource for your selling needs. So today we're talking about the 3 most common mistakes. And obviously the biggest one is overpricing the property. Now, obviously in a market like we're in right now, it can happen quite often because things are selling quite quickly. But really, everything is very price sensitive despite that. So it's really critical that sellers price their property accordingly. Even if it's $10,000 off, it can prevent the amount of showings you will have. In fact, the National Association of Realtors tells us that 80% of marketing comes from the pricing of the property. And we all know that within the first 2 weeks is when the majority of the showings usually take place. So it's really critical in order to get top dollar to make sure that you are priced accordingly and priced in the right price range where you need to be. And that's where really having a real estate professional like ourselves from the Scott Himelstein Group or any other credible real estate professional really makes a difference in being able to help you price your home so that way you do not sit on the market, as well as being able to get top dollar for your home. The second, and this is a very common one, is the inability to show the property. So you want to make it as easy as possible so that way you can have as many showings. Obviously, the more showings you have, the more likelihood you will get top dollar for your house. So this includes making like normal business hours for realtors to be able to show. If possible, make sure that you're able to put a lockbox on it. So the more difficult it is, if they have to make appointments, if they're limited to the hours that they can show, if they have to call 24 hours in advance, then most likely you're going to see fewer and fewer showings as a result, and that's usually going to affect the price. Obviously, again, like we said before, the more showings you have, the more likelihood you are to be able to get top dollar for the house. Third, this one seems very common, but a lot of sellers have a difficult time understanding this. Declutter. And that means getting rid of personal items, whether it be on the refrigerator, pictures in the hallway, in the living room. You want the buyer to be able to come into the house and be able to imagine themselves in your living space, being able to envision what they would like to do, be able to envision their furniture and their personal items in the property. You don't want them to be able to go through the house and be able to focus on all the clutter that you have in the property, whether it be papers lying around, whether it be photos. You want them to be able to focus on what their needs are so that way they fall in love with the house. So those are the 3 most common mistakes that sellers make. Obviously, they're very easily correctable. And if you ever have any questions, if you're thinking about buying or selling, give myself, the Scott Himelstein Group, a call at 818-720-9922. That's 818-720-9922. And thanks again for watching our video blog.